'Cause I know we gonna fight that's the way that I know that the love is gone. It takes so long to get back home. 'Cause I know we gonna fight that's the way that I know that the love is gone. Cause I know we gonna fight that's the way that I know that the love is gone. It takes so long to get back home. Cause I know we gonna fight that's the way that I know that the love is gone. Cause I know we gonna fight that's the way that I know that the love is gone. It takes so long to get back home. Cause I know we gonna fight that's the way that I know that the love is gone. It takes so long to get back home. Cause I know we gonna fight that's the way that I
Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me. I've been having issues with this USB. I should have probably grabbed one before we went live. I have 3 different USBs that attach to my Yeti. So I just got to make sure not to bump anything around. But Boss says he can hear me. What's good, Joel? What's good, Niece? Hope everyone's doing all right. Happy Monday. I've been off all day. I presume y'all are off as well. 7 people in the chat. We're going to let it keep climbing for a little bit. Let me see if I can put on a little bit of music. So also, y'all let me know. So it's been several months since I've went live. Apparently StreamYard can go in 1000p or whatever, 1080p. But if it starts getting laggy on y'all's end, let me know and I'll bring it down to 720. So it does obviously look better in high def versus 780 or whatever. Y'all drop y'all sense of the day in real quick. I'm gonna see if I can find some vibes for us. All right. So I think there's some music playing. If it's a bit too loud, if this background music is a bit too loud, y'all let me know, and then I'll bring it down just a notch. If not, I can leave it where it's at. What's good, Mike? Fragrance Fraternity, Joel, Boz, Niece. Yeah, man, it's good. So I uploaded a video, I want to say 2 days ago. First video that I've recorded in 3 or 4 months. The last video, just a notch, turn it down just a notch. All right, I can do that. Let me do that. So it's at 50 now. I'll bring it down to 30. See what happens. There we go. Appreciate the feedback. That way there's some ambient noise without taking over the stream itself. I think that's probably a bit better. Working but listening. Yeah, some people are working. I've been off since Friday, so I have a 4-day weekend. I'm on a flex schedule, so I get every other Friday off, and this one just fell on a subsequent Monday being off as well. So that worked. Yeah, so like I said, it's been several months since I've uploaded any content. I've been kind of peeping the scene behind the scenes, But yeah, sometimes I like to, fall back, recalibrate. I know that the end of the year for me is a very busy time in and of itself. And then between work, holidays, and family, these things happen. So I took a step back from the channel. I told myself in 2025, it's all about consistency. So I can't promise y'all that I'm gonna have the most content out of every creator in this space. But one thing I have always promised y'all is that I'm gonna provide honest, authentic, and unbiased opinions. So that's the goal for the channel this year. The goal is to make more content in general, but also keep that balance. I do believe balance is everything. So I wish I had some grand story as to where I've been, but really it's just like the rest of us. We're all working, we all have family obligations, but life is good. I did make it to the gym last year 250 times. So that's a big accomplishment for me. It's the most I had been to the gym in a year span. It's been a few years since I've done it that heavily. So I am very pleased about that. Speaking of which, so yeah, Joe, you know how it goes. And again, let me shake the rust off, because you can post comments. Yeah. Family always will come first for me. And I have it pulled up on my phone. 9 people in the chat. That's what's up. And like Boss says, authenticity matters. It does matter. It absolutely matters, in my opinion. And I do pride myself on being an authentic person, whether the camera's on or the camera's off. In the spirit of authenticity, I will let y'all know that there were no kids in the house last night. So, as these things go, it's been a slow going morning. It's been a slow going day. Literally, I've done nothing all day except kind of lounge around, and then finally got my ass up, took a shower, and then started getting the stream ready, because I wanted to do a subsequent stream from the video. And the theme of this stream, the overarching theme of this stream, is basically the same as the video. I'm just going to talk about some top tier fragrances. I did post the link. If anybody wants to hop on, you are perfectly welcome to. If y'all don't want to, that's just as fine. That's fine as well. I know me and the Bishop were talking about figuring something out soon. So yeah, that's something I want to make happen very soon. Hey, what's good, bro? Yeah, so I hope everybody's doing well. I just posted the link. Anybody's welcome to hop on. I think I'm deaf. I don't really hear that background music too well. I'm going to turn it up just a little bit, y'all. It's maybe more for me than y'all. Oh, wait. Here we go. Let me just do this. 33. Yeah, we're going to keep it like that. So on another note, let's talk about my scent of the day. And it's a scent that I wore 2 days ago. I actually wore this shirt 2 days ago, and I don't know, maybe y'all think it's gross. I don't think it's gross, but if my shirt isn't dirty, I don't just necessarily throw it into the wash right away. So I'll wear something a couple times, like not underwear and socks. I'm not a lunatic, but yeah. So I wore, yeah, man, you're always welcome. You're always welcome, brother. I was gonna go on earlier in the day today. I was going to go on earlier in the day, but with the inauguration, I went ahead and pushed it to a later stream. As you know, we do have a new president, President Trump, 47th president. But on another note, scent of the day, y'all. Scent of the day was Dior Homme Parfum, Staying in Line. I don't know how many of y'all watched that video that I uploaded, but I did feature this one. There's a lot of dialogue. There's a lot of dialogue going on right now about Dior Homme Parfum, but I haven't smelt the new one. This bottle is from 2020. It's a beautiful fragrance. And I say I didn't throw my shirt in the wash. I ended up wearing this one today because I wore Dior Homme Parfum 2 days ago, and I pulled this one back out, and it literally smelled like Dior Homme Parfum. So This is a fragrance that's going to last, over 48 hours if you spray your clothes. It's about, I think this fragrance is like $200 right now, but it's worth it, especially if you spray it on you and it lasts for days. Beautiful fragrance, y'all. Y'all know about this one. It's Iris. It's a little bit of orange in the beginning, just kind of brings you into the fragrance. It's that waxy, lipsticky Iris, which is synonymous, iconic brand for Dior Homme to do that. And then you get some leather, oudy facets, a bit of rose. Dior Homme Parfum is fire, man. It's literally one of my favorite fragrances. I do have a story with this fragrance. So it's literally one of my favorite fragrances. Although I have the absolutely worst scent memory with this cologne. So I've been trying to wear it to get some new memories with it. This was actually the fragrance I was wearing a year and a half ago at this point when I got hit by the truck. So for those of y'all that don't know, I got hit by a truck while walking about a year and a half ago. Broke my leg, tore my meniscus, and I tore my LCL. So I was wearing this beautiful fragrance when it happened. So no lie, hand of God, when I smell this fragrance, sometimes you get a little bit of that PTSD. But it's a beautiful fragrance nonetheless. So yeah, this one right here was my scent of the day. Joel, how is that one? I know Rasasi just released Ice not too long ago, and now they're releasing Fire. When I heard about that, I was like, all right, makes sense. Now they're going to come out with a Rasasi Water and a Rasasi Earth. It would only make sense to do that. Yeah. Yeah, truck literally hit me on the way to the store, and I wasn't in a car. I was outside the car, tried to jump out of the way, and it still hit me. I was surprised they never gave him a breathalyzer. They just kind of let him go. Yeah, man. So I was not able to walk. I was not able to walk by myself for almost a year. It was a solid 9-10 months. Yeah. And yes, sir. Yeah. Yes, sir. I did. I got some money. I'm not the type to sue people, but my family told me I would been absolute crazy to not do that. So, yeah. Yeah, I smell good on the way to the hospital. Crazy story about even the hospital, because like I said, I suffered those injuries from getting hit by the truck. And then I go to the hospital or the urgent care because it was closer, and I tell them what happens. They bring me to the waiting room. Mind you, I'm still walking on it. I'm walking on it. There's a lot of adrenaline. I'm walking on it, and they have me in the waiting room, and then they have me walk to go get my damn X-ray. Walk back to the patient room, only to be told, yeah, you have a broken leg. It's like, damn, bro, you could have gave me some crutches. You could have gave me like a wheelchair or something. So, I mean, who knows? Maybe I like suffered even more of an injury or compounded that injury from, them making me walk around that damn urgent care. So, yeah, long story longer. Yeah, that's my story and scent memory with Dior Homme Parfum. But I'm walking now. It still hurts. Like my leg, I don't think is ever going to be 100%. Me and my wife have been talking about me getting another MRI just to see where I'm at, because there'll be days that I can work legs, I can do squats, I can run, I can take the dog for a walk, I can lift things, I can do everything that a well-bodied man should be able to do. And then there's some days, man, I can't even barely walk without just a stinging pain on my legs. So I think it's about that time where I can get it checked out. But yeah, I don't want to drag the stream down with that crazy story. But yeah, so that's Dior Homme Parfum in a nutshell. Hey, what's good, AM? I'm gonna switch the music one more time before I show y'all this next one, because I created a playlist that should actually play for like 15-20 minutes versus just 2 different songs. So yeah, this one should last a little bit longer. So I'm glad y'all like the background. I've been trying to, hold on. Oh, I don't think I have them. I bought those Rode Pro mic, so the wireless mic, so I could record outside. It's been a while since I have recorded anything inside, actually. So hold on, my StreamYard's starting to lag a little bit. I'm trying to get back to the comments because I can't see anything that y'all are writing. But while it's doing that, damn. Hold on, fellas. Let me just show y'all this next fragrance I'm going to talk about. Yeah, bro. I jumped out of the way of that truck, man. So had I not jumped out of the way of that truck, I would have just got completely fucking ran over, man. Yeah, it's crazy. Hey, Boz, I really do appreciate you tapping in, brother. It's pretty late where he's at. I think it's like 11 or midnight where he's at. So yeah, man, as always, I do appreciate you tapping in. Gratitude for life just 10 times today. Thanks for sharing that with us. Yeah, man, which was crazy because I was, I've told my wife and told my family, like, I've been kind of a knucklehead my whole life in terms of, like, I grew up, in the generation when Jackass had just came out. So we were doing crazy shit all the time, and I never had a broken bone, nothing. And then that's the only time that I'd ever even went to the hospital. So yeah, that is what it is. I can't tell how many people are actually here. 18 people. I mean, that's not too shabby, y'all. I haven't made any content in a long time. Yeah, Boz, I don't know if he was or not. I don't know if he was drunk or not. They didn't ever give him a breathalyzer test, and I don't even think they gave him a ticket either. So I don't know, but his insurance company definitely gave me a check. I know that much. Took about 9 months to a year, but I got it out. All right, so I'm just gonna essentially be talking about 17 watchers. Yeah, that's pretty good, man, because I don't really know how long it's been since I've done a live stream. It has to have been at least 4 or 5 months since I've done a live stream. And again, for those of y'all just tapping in, I don't have any grand story as to, I've had people reaching out to me telling me, man, where you been? Where you been? Again, so around the holidays, it just gets very busy for me. You have family obligations, like I said, that will always come first. There's multiple classes I have to take towards the end of the year to maintain my appraiser license, and then just the content, just didn't come first. So like I said, it's been about 4 months, but I said I'm going to try to make more content this year. I already have another video in the cut that I just need to edit, and I'm going to try to do more live streams this year. So yeah, fragrance community hadn't got rid of me yet. So, but we're just going to kind of run through some of the fragrances that I mentioned in that video. I have some other ones too, so I'll kind of try to run through this kind of quick. So this is one that I picked up not too long ago. It's a well-known fragrance, and a lot of these fragrances I'm going to show y'all. The whole theme of this video that I made a couple days ago were top-tier fragrances to level up your collection. Again, I took some time off from even buying, and one thing that happens when you don't buy anything and you don't feel that sensational need to just constantly buy things for the channel is you begin to really enjoy the collection that you have. And that's kind of where I'm at in my fragrance journey. I'm very happy and content with the collection. It's larger than probably 99% of people. But this is one that I do think if you don't have a ton of fragrances, you need to add this one at least. This one's from Tom Ford. This one's Noir Extreme. Have y'all smelled this one? Most of y'all probably have to some degree, have smelled Tom Ford Noir Extreme. I really like this one, y'all. I don't know if y'all watched the video, but I really, really, really enjoy this fragrance, you guys. There's so many notes in here. It just, in terms of the accords, it just has everything that I feel a modern masculine men's cologne should have. So hopefully, I'll go to Fragrantica, see if I can pull up these notes. Noir Extreme. What were you saying, Boz? I can hop on. You can hop on whenever, brother. I have no format. So anybody wants to hop on. If anything, it makes my life easier because I don't have to just sit here and talk about myself the whole time. Although I will if I need to. The parfum in the gold bottle is good too. It is, but I found it to be a little bit too sweet. I don't like fragrances that are too sweet. I like that there is some sweetness with the coffee note, not coffee, but coffee. It's like a dessert note. But overall, I like the way this one wears. It doesn't last very long on me. It doesn't last very long at all. Yeah, I just think it smells great. All right, guys, we got the only Boz about to hop in. And again, y'all don't need to ask for permission. I dropped the link. Y'all are always welcome. If you are here, then you are welcome. Let me bring Boz on.
Hey, what's up, Mike? Sorry.
Me,
yeah, I didn't turn on my camera, but I'm not.
You didn't turn on your camera? Do you want your camera on or no?
Maybe.
No camera tonight?
No. Yeah.
No worries at all.
Great, so, yeah.
Your light?
Light.
Yeah, I have a light right here that I use. It's just a small little light that I put on top of my laptop, and then I have a light right here
it's
to the side of
maybe
me.
no.
Oh, your light is fine, bro. You're tripping, bro. Don't let my fancy light setup discourage you from showing your face, brother.
Yeah, I never have a problem with that, so. And I'm not one of those guys that never turn on their cameras. I think that's so annoying. Well, anyway.
Yeah, you've been pumping out content, man. You've been making content, and I see what you're doing. You're I think you're at that point where you're just I don't know. You're trying to figure out like which direction to take your channel. Like you're trying different things, trying to not just stick to one thing. It's more of like, hey, if I have something to say, I'm just going to say it. It could be about boxing. It could be about fragrances. It might be in English. It might be in my native tongue. It might be live streams about nothing. It might be live streams about something, right?
Yeah, lately I've been doing some of my, some in my native tongue, and it's gone well because, I've gotten so many new subscribers lately. Like this month, holy shit, it's like, I think I got like, how many? Like 600, maybe 700 or something. It's crazy.
New subs?
Yeah.
Holy shit, boss. I wasn't aware, man. But I don't like stare at people's likes. Sometimes when I see people, I'll be honest, when I see people and they have like 6,000 subs, and then I look at their view count and I'm like, you're only getting like 200 views on your videos. I'm like, maybe this person is buying subscribers. Like, I don't care, but it's just kind of like, it's a prestige thing. Like from the outside, when you see people, when you see people, doing that, it's like, all right.
Yeah, my second to last video got like, just a second, let's see. Almost 2,000 views, so that's a record for me. For a video.
What was the video about? You should replicate that one.
It was a video, actually. Probably the reason why I got so many is that I kind of addressed this kind of beef that I had with this guy, and who I used to follow, for quite a long time. But then he is from the same parts where I come from originally. So yeah, I kind of discovered that he's not such a great guy after all. So there were
he's a piece of
some
shit.
stuff going on there. Yeah.
A little bit of drama. Well, people like the drama, man. People stop to see car accidents.
Yeah.
That's for sure. All right.
Yeah.
So I did say that this was going to be a stream showing some of these top tier fragrances. And a lot of these fragrances, Boz, you might have smelt before. Have you smelt Tom Ford Noir Extreme? It's been out for a long time. It came out.
Probably, but that probably was like 3 years ago or something. So I don't remember it.
Yeah, it came out almost 10 years ago.
Yeah.
That's,
To tell you the truth, I kind of got a, I don't know how to put this. I'm kind of have a thing against those fragrances, because when I saw how small the bottles were and how high the prices were, I was like, I don't like this house. So I kind of gave it, a thumb down, And so since then, I haven't been very interested in Tom Ford, but I've heard it. Of course, he's got some really good
So
ones.
what I do, I don't know if they have it where you're at, but I shop on Mercari.
Yeah, they
and you
do.
don't have to buy full. You don't have to buy full bottles. You can buy partials. You do take a risk when you buy a Tom Ford on a resale market, because there's so many fakes. So I had to do some research to make sure I didn't buy a fake. And a lot of times you can tell the actual people that collect fragrances versus the people that are just like putting water in them or whatever. So yeah, I think I paid $60 for this. So it's not that's not too bad, Boz, for a 50 mil. Not at all.
$60. Wow, that's very. I mean, for Tom Ford, it's cheap. That's really cheap.
Yeah, you just find them right at the end of the month when you know all their bills are about to become due.
Then
you drop then you drop the offer.
Yeah, and if it's, I mean, as you said, it was released 10 years ago, so that's also, it's not a new fragrance. That kind
so David Webster says drama, clones, and new releases seem to get the most views these days.
Yeah.
And it's a timely comment, because Tom Ford Noir Extreme has a clone. I don't know if it's specifically stated as a clone, but Mercedes-Benz Select Night smells pretty close to Tom Ford Noir Extreme. This one, like retail, you know what I mean, is going to be way more expensive than this one. This will probably be about 1/10 of the price. You haven't smelled this one either?
No.
Yeah.
I never smelled anything by Mercedes-Benz.
Nothing. Wow.
Nothing. I didn't even know they had their own. Well, of course, I assumed they had something, but yeah.
Yeah, I like Mercedes fragrances. I like Mercedes fragrances, and I like Bentley fragrances. I think those are, and I have a couple Ferrari fragrances as well. And they all smell pretty good.
I have a Lamborghini, but it was made by, that company was owned by the son, or started by the son of the guy who started the car company, Tonino Lamborghini. Yeah.
So so let me try to explain how this one smells. So it's dark. It smells rich. It's a Tom Ford, so there's a certain class to it. Some of his fragrance smell a bit dirty in a way, but not in a bad way. There's just like, it's like kind of like a little bit like of that sex appeal type dirtiness. This one right here, it's like dry spices. You get dry spices. It's a bit powdery. It's dark and sweet, but not overly sweet. That Kulfi note that you see right here, Boz, that's where that's coming from. And then there's like florals in the mid, and then in the base, it's amber woods, I think. But it's very good. Yeah, see, you can find the right people and get these clones that you want. 40 mil left in the 50 mil. It's one of my favorite fragrances. That's exactly what I did. This was a partial. It was partly used.
I mean,
he was just getting rid of it.
Over there, it's kind of like that. You have many of these shops to give you deals, but here it's kind of hard to find Tom Ford, for a cheaper price, and that's kind of unfair, but that's how it is. Yeah.
Do you have eBay or stuff like that?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really use it much, but I have been on eBay, but that was a few years ago, so yeah.
You can buy used fragrances from eBay as well. I noticed.
Well, there is a good site, but it's Swedish, but still, I mean, it's pretty good. I mean, where you can find these. It's where I got, for instance, Blue Noir, or what is it? Noir Blue Noir. I never know it. by Francisco. Sorry, not Francisco, Narciso Rodriguez and stuff
Narciso
like that. Yeah,
Narciso Rodriguez.
yeah. So
I just wanted to see the notes on this one real quick. So there's no Colfi note in the Mercedes-Benz Select Night.
right.
It doesn't smell as good in the opening. It doesn't smell as good in the opening, not as rich. And in the dry down, the oils don't sit on your skin as well. It lacks that Colfi note, but throughout the mid, this definitely smells like Mercedes-Benz Select Night, about 80-85%. Like if you were just to smell the cap of this one and then smell the cap of this one, they smell very similar. So that might be a good option for some people if they want a cheaper version. And I'm not a fragrance snob, so obviously I had the Mercedes-Benz Select Night first. This is the one you were talking about?
Yes. I think mine was an EDP version, I believe. I'm not sure. Yeah.
This is the parfum. I smelt the EDP.
That's right.
I like the EDP. I have a review of Seraphim Blue, and I thought that Seraphim Blue from Zaharoff and Narciso Rodriguez, the EDP version, they kind of shared some similarities. At least in my opinion, I did find that there was some comparison to be made there. But I like the Seraphim Blue a little bit more. Have you smelled this one? I did pull this as a top tier fragrance. So here's the thing with top 10s is you can only include 10 fragrances, but I obviously had more than 10 fragrances I could have included in it. I just didn't want any redundancy, and I had included Dior Homme Parfum, so I didn't want to have 2 Iris fragrances in there.
Yeah, as I said, I did own it, but I ended up giving it to somebody as a birthday present, but because it was a little too, I don't know, wasn't really my kind of scent. It's perfectly good, but it's like, I don't know. I picture it as a scent for somebody who wears a suit, maybe, and stuff like that, kind of.
Yeah, it smells like Dior Homme Intense. It smells like Dior Homme Intense.
Yeah.
It smells like Dior Homme Intense with some blue injected into the DNA, and it has those musks that the EDP has as well. You know how it has those woody musks in the base of the Narciso Rodriguez? That's what I noticed with this one. You know what's funny is my wife got me this. My wife got me this for Christmas, but she bought me the EDP because she doesn't know the difference. She's learning as well as me. She doesn't know like EDP versus the parfum versus pure parfum versus the absolute. There's like just a million different concentrations.
Yeah. The thing is, that's so hard. I mean, I still end up now, even sometimes buying the wrong fragrance, the one that I didn't want. It turns out, oh no, this was the EDT and I wanted the EDP and stuff like that. So you gotta be extra careful, of course.
Yeah.
Very careful about that. Yeah.
Especially with this one, because it doesn't smell like the EDP at all. It's like this is an iris rich fragrance that smells like Dior Homme Intense. So
it can be very different. Like also, like for instance, this Ocean Prada Luna Rossa Ocean. So I didn't like the original, but now the EDP version is much better. Or is it La Parfum? I don't know.
Yeah, this is the parfum. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, brother. Well, let me see if I can find something. Let me use my judgment, and let's talk about one that I know you like. I know you do like this house. This one is super loud, y'all. I think it's almost borderline obnoxious. But I like the way it dries down. You're definitely going to get your money's worth. When it comes to collecting, a lot of us, we want a lot of bang for our buck. We want the good performance. We want it to smell good. We want great longevity. We want people to respond positively to it.
Yeah.
This one is from Argos. This is Triumph of Bacchus. You know this one, right?
Yeah, it's great.
And people also want a good presentation. So
yeah,
you get all of that with Argos.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, all of their bottles and the packaging just amazing, pretty much. And the scents, of course.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
I
think
just bought Sacred Flame. I can show it to you because it's here, like not
yeah,
so long ago. So that's one of their, well, it came out last year anyway.
I have
So
a feeling
that's
that I'm gonna be smelling quite a few more Argos fragrances here soon because
yeah,
me and Bishop are planning something. So he hit me up
that's
behind
the
the scenes and
second.
asked me which Argos fragrances I was interested in. So I sent him a few that I wanted to try that I haven't tried yet. So we're gonna be doing a live stream together soon. So I'll pull up the notes on this Triumph of Bacchus. What I will say, this is a boozy, sweet fragrance. Very sweet, AM. Very, very sweet. To the point
Yeah,
where
so
it's like
this is
sickly
the
sweet.
bottle.
Yeah. What is that? A
Yeah.
mermaid? A naked chick? What
No,
is that?
it's Prometheus, from Greek
Oh,
mythology. But you see,
okay.
the color of the juice is a
Sacred flame.
little.
That makes sense.
The color of the juice, even though it's orange, it's a little more kind of transparent
Peach.
and watery, kind of, you know. Because, for instance, that one that you just showed us, Triumph of
Is red.
Bacchus, it has a lot of darker color. I mean, a lot of, yeah. So there you go.
Yeah. Let me
Stronger.
see. I'm gonna pull up the notes on Sacred Flame real quick.
Yeah.
I think it's a rose fragrance, right?
Which one?
Sacred Flame.
No, it's a kind of. Let's see. Well, maybe it has. You have the notes here. Just a second.
Is warm, spicy,
It's got some
citrusy,
rose.
amber.
It does have rose, yeah, but I wouldn't call it a typical rose.
It has rose,
fragrance. Yeah, it does.
No.
And violet and jasmine, tube rose, and yeah. So, but it's
Peach.
very ambery.
There's also peach in this one as well.
Yeah.
Ambery. I do like amber fragrances. I think Bishop's gonna be sending me this one.
Right.
Boz, have you ever spanked it to the lady on the bottle, bro? How come people give you such a hard time, bro?
Where? Which lady? I don't know.
Do you have anything to say about this?
That's not a lady, Mr. Calvin. I don't know which bottle he means, but that's not a lady here. This is a man.
And how many naps have you taken? Have you taken more than 3 naps today, boss?
No, I didn't take any, but I did sleep quite a long time. I mean, I woke up kind of late because I was so tired. Yesterday.
Boz play nice,
enough.
Play nice, Bilbo. Boz is my only mod, so he could throw a wrench at you. I don't recommend wrenches be thrown in my live streams.
Yeah.
I feel people should have the freedom to say what they want within particular parameters. Like, don't go full retard, but yeah, that's how I feel about that. Yeah, so this one has a shit ton of notes, man. Jesus. So you're saying it's amber and amber woods with citrus or something? That's what you smell?
Yeah,
fruity amber?
Yeah, like it's got a lot of citrus in the opening, like bergamot and peach. Well, peach, not peach, but tangerine. Ginger, grapefruit. Yeah.
Hey, shout out to the 12 people watching. I really do appreciate it. I'm gonna move over to the Triumph of Bacchus. Triumph of Bacchus is probably their most popular fragrance. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, I mean everywhere. I've seen a lot of it on TikTok and YouTube, and a lot of reviews.
So how much do you think the mainstream, like everyday consumer, knows about Argos? Bro, I have this dog next door that's just going crazy. Can y'all hear the dog?
I think now they are have become a little more famous than they were before. I mean, I heard of them maybe I don't know, 2 years ago or something. That's
yeah, it's been about 2 years for me. This one is Triumph of Bacchus is also has peach in it, which Y'all, I don't need to pull up the notes. I can tell y'all exactly what it smells like. It's very strong, syrupy, sweet, aggressively loud peach with boozy rum, sweet rum. It's very sweet. It's like when you spray it, it's like right in your face.
Yeah,
It's like
rum is
it almost makes me not. It almost makes me not like it at first.
Yeah, yeah, it's kind of heavy, you know, and I feel it's best on the skin. That's where it smells best.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I don't like
You know,
putting it on my clothes because of
once
that.
the sweetness of it dies down a little bit, though, it's really nice. This is a tobacco forward fragrance. After that, you smell damp tobacco, and then it's like a bit smoothed out with the rum and the vanilla, and then a little bit of dry spices with that tobacco and sandalwood, and then just a musk, slight leather feel because there's also saffron in it as well. And I do pick up a slight leathery saffron vibe, which a lot of times saffron does create.
Yeah, I mean, I feel it's really nice, but I can see not everybody really going for it, liking it. You know, it's not everybody's cup of tea, but it seems to be their most popular one by Argos. Yeah, definitely.
I feel like a basic bitch right now because I ran out of scent strips. I need to go to Ulta and steal some more.
I don't even have any. Well, I got, you know, when I ordered my Electrum sample set, I got some test strips, pretty many, and
yeah, this is pretty boozy.
Otherwise, yeah, I never have any. Yeah, and that's another house really that I've just really, you know, warmed to. Let's say Electums, but we can talk about
I have
it.
2 decants in my drawer of about 1,000 decants, and I try to make a rotation to wear my decants. I just pulled out Evening Mystique and wore that one 2 days ago. I forgot I even had a decant of it. And, you know, now that it's winter, some people are hating on that fragrance, but I really enjoy it. I like it. I had never smelt Business Over Pleasure. And then, I had never smelt Business Over Pleasure, but then I smelled Evening Mystique. And then I finally got a chance to smell Business Over Pleasure. And I was like, oh, okay. I can see why he went that direction with Evening Mystique, because it's like a darker version of Business Over Pleasure.
It's kind of a tobacco fragrance. I mean, I know Ross, he described it as a dry tobacco one.
I smell a ton of Palo Santo. That's what I smell in Evening Mystique, is a ton of Palo Santo. With some powdery nuances, but it's a pretty smoky fragrance, kind of dark, but I don't mind a dark fragrance. I almost prefer a darker fragrance over just a super sweet 1 million Invictus type scent profile. That's another reason why I wasn't too excited about making content, because everybody was just like pumping out the brand new release, and it's just a flanker of a flanker of a flanker, an intense parfum, absolute, elixir, and they just all smell the same. They're just like vanilla, warm amberwoods that arguably all smell great, but at $150 for a bottle for something that smells like 5 other fragrances I have in my collection, it's like, what's the point? I'm not just gonna buy this so I can talk about it. The community doesn't really value reviewing decants, so it's like, I don't see a need to just buy fragrances for the sake of buying fragrances, man. I like seeing money in my bank account more than I like seeing views on my YouTube channel. So that's kind of where I'm at.
I've also kind of learned my lesson there for a moment. For a while, I was just buying too much, and then when I would look back at my collection afterwards, I'm like, did I really need all of these? I think I could have lived without at least half of them. So
speaking of sweet fragrances, though, which I guess I'm a gigantic hypocrite, I do like some sweet fragrances, and I have sweet fragrances in my collection that are mainstream. One of those being Ultramall. Ultramall is a sweet fragrance that probably gets a lot of hate, that I wear quite often when it's cold. I don't know if you can see the bottle.
Just joking.
Yeah, look at the bottle. He's got a dent to him. He's pretty thick too, right? Pretty
Yeah,
thick, huh, boss? What do you think, man? He's wearing those
yeah.
sheath.
I blind bought the Le Male Parfum, but I don't see all the hype about it. I know many have
Okay,
raved about it.
I gotta read this. When a fragrance release is on Tuesday and you're watching the review Wednesday, congratulations, you're watching a trash bag channel. So, and what's good, Rick? So, what I will say, Boz, is that I've made it a point, like again, to try to just be authentic with everybody.
Yeah,
But there's a difference between being authentic and being fake. I want to be a genuine person. I would
of
prefer
course.
to, have a good working YouTube relationship with people in this same bubble of influence that we're all in. I will say, though, I'm not going to say names. And if I'm wrong, then I apologize. But I think I've lost a contact in the fragrance community based on me associating with the Rick to any degree, which to me is kind of crazy
Yeah,
that people are like that. So it kind of sucks, but at the same time, it's like, am I losing sleep over it? Not even at all.
that's
Which
good.
just means
Yeah,
if that's the case, then it's like, you know what I mean? Then we weren't really that tight anyways.
yeah. You
But
gotta
it is
do
what it is.
your own. Yeah, you gotta do your own thing, as they say. Stick to your guns and don't let the pressure from the, how do you call that, mainstream or whatever, affect you and tell you what you're gonna do. And yeah, of course.
But guilty of what? Guilty of what? You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? That literally doesn't make sense. It's not like
It's
I'm booed up with any of these people talking on the phone, like with anybody in the community. There's only like 3
yeah,
people that I actually talk to, maybe 4 people that I talk to and that have my phone number that I actually talk to. So
right.
I mean,
Yeah,
it is what it is. But I don't
I
have
mean that.
it kind of bums me out because, you know what I mean? I think these people are good people. But I don't know. I guess it is guilty by association, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, one thing I learned from being here on this community for like over 2 years is that there are many people who are who like drama, who are kind of who tend to turn small things into something big, and yeah, they just are very like that, and yeah.
What does Joel say? Let me see.
Joel,
Yeah.
the best guy.
There's some people I don't like anymore on YouTube, but I still like others that are associated with them. They do them, I do me. Yeah, it's just not that serious. Like, I don't like how tribalism or how tribal the community is. Like, you can have your favorite YouTuber, you can support their endeavors, you can feel like they're a good person. It's fine, but it's like, bro, this is not Hunger Games. You know what I mean? It's not Squid Games. Like, come on, and people are just people, you know?
Yeah. It's sometimes about jealousy or rivalry. When people have big channels.
I would like AM to come on and tell me what his definition of loyalty as it relates to the fragrance community is. I'm loyal to my family. That's real loyalty. You know what I mean? In terms of like, I can like somebody and like agree with what they stand for, but outside of that, we don't have any other interactions in like the real world, you know?
Yeah, of course.
I just, and I'm not someone's bodyguard. It's not my job to defend somebody else. Like, we're all grown ass men, you can defend yourself, right? And and on the same token, you can choose to associate with who you want to associate and disassociate with someone you choose to disassociate with. So on the same token, you know what I mean? If I gotta, eat shit for my decision to watch somebody or not watch somebody, I mean, it really is what it is. Don't worry, that contact felt that way about you the whole time. It's why it is so easy to lose them. You should celebrate they did all the work of weeding themselves out for you. Yeah, I mean there's some truth to that. I mean, I don't know, because I try to see the best in people, not the worst in people, which is kind of a fault of my own. You know what I mean? It's a bit naive to do that.
Yeah,
but,
I know.
You know, I just think it's hypocritical, because you know, there's other people that have openly stated that they fuck with RXL. They haven't disassociated from. So it's like it's a bit hypocritical.
That's true. I mean, for instance, I have had to pay the price for being suddenly becoming so popular in 2023, you know. And I would come on somebody's stream and people would just go, "Boss, hey boss." And you know, some of those streamers didn't like it, simple as that. And you know, then it's like, F boss, you know, he just tries to take over my stream. And you know, so I've actually been told by one person, I'm gonna name the name, he told me, "Hey boss, I don't want you coming here anymore to my streams because of that. You tend to take over streams." So,
Boz, did you come over here to hang out, or did you come over here to take over my stream and steal all the attention from me and steal all my people watching? Is that what you're really here to do?
Yeah. I mean, that's what they kind of said. Well, more or less.
Yeah, Boz, you are pretty loyal to sleeveless shirts. I will say that. You like your sleeveless shirts, brother.
Yeah, I just feel right now when it's winter, especially, the heating is so high here, strong, so it's hot where I live.
Bro, it's so damn cold in Texas. Like, I like cold weather fragrances while simultaneously hating cold weather. Like, I don't know how y'all have. I'm a stupid American, so I don't know what the difference is from Fahrenheit and Celsius, but maybe you do. It's 35 right now in Austin, and they say it feels like 26. Tomorrow the high is 24 degrees. I don't know what that is in Celsius.
You're not because you're not used to that. Well, I think that's.
I'm not built like that, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I've been living here for 31 years now, and it doesn't get any colder. I don't think. Well, in the North Pole, it does get colder than here, but not so many other places.
Have you ever heard of smelling salts?
Yeah.
Have you ever done them before?
No.
I think I'm gonna do it on the stream. It's pretty intense, brother. My name is iSMELL, so I should, I've done it like 3 times already.
So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna do these smelling salts real quick on the stream, y'all. My eyes are probably gonna start watering,
Smelling salts, right?
All right, and while we do that, let me just show another fragrance. Which one? So here's one that I didn't talk about in that video that I really like. It's kind of a sweet fragrance, but when a sweet fragrance is done right, I don't mind wearing it. That's L'Homme Ideal Guerlain EDP. Right. You smelled this one, Boz? Tell me you smelled this
probably.
One, Boz.
I actually own the EDT version. Yeah. With the
smelling salt one is what they use in boxing.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm gonna do this real quick, bro. This is good.
Well,
it's terrible.
I don't know now.
Terrible.
But they did. Yeah.
All right. This thing is terrible, bro. But it's like, puts you right in flight or flight. All right. This is gonna suck. All right. This is what it looks like on the inside.
So, like, how many? Can I ask you how many bottles do you have now? Do you know the number? Or fragrance bottles, of course. Don't pass out now on your own stream. Yeah. Booyah.
Oh my god. My eyes watering.
I can't see it.
Whew. Oh man, makes me see in high def, brother. All right, what were you asking? Oh, what were you asking?
Do you know Like, do you know how many fragrance bottles you have now? Like, circa.
Well, according to Fragrantica, because I keep all my fragrances in like that Fragrantica the diary.
Right.
Let me pull it up. I have, let's see. I don't have a very large. Oh man, it doesn't. You don't start tweaking on it. It just, man, it just like sends a shock wave through you that wakes you up. And in terms of how it feels, have you ever like went underwater, did a backflip underwater, and then water got all in your nose, and then like kind of burns a little bit?
Yeah.
That's kind of what it feels. That kind of what it feels like. So according to Fragrance, it says I have 156 fragrances,
Wow.
but Fragrantica doesn't list every single fragrance in their archive.
Right.
So I have probably about 30 fragrances that aren't on Fragrantica. So I would say my collection is probably close to 200, with probably, like I said, probably at least 500 decants. So
Right.
I have quite a few. Whew.
Yeah, mine is
Man.
much smaller. I have like just over 70 now. Yeah, maybe 72. I don't know, something like that. Yeah, 72, 73.
Man,
Yeah,
I
but I'm
smell
not
really good now. I'll tell y'all that.
right.
You know, they were saying that people that had COVID, they lost their smell.
Yeah, so yeah, I've heard of that. Yeah,
They should do, like, I guarantee they'd get their smell back if they did that. It'd be impossible not to. Yeah.
yeah.
So this is cherry leather, brother. Cherry leather. Smells very good. Now, they have like multiple formulations. They're like the older ones. It had like a brown like covering right here. Then there's this formulation. And then, so you'll see what this one looks like. How like the front of it looks like. And then you have this one, which is the newest formulation, which I heard isn't as good.
Hmm.
You see how it's a little bit different from my bottle?
Yeah, I guess I can
Like it's
see
all
it.
gray, the cover of it. Yeah. So cherry leather is like the vibe I get on it, but it's very good. It's not like generic. It's not synthetic. It's a very quality like cherry leather accord. The actual note is amaretto, but it definitely gives a cherry leather vibe to it. Spices. Even
Cherry leather.
Fragrantica
Right.
says cherry, but it's an amaretto, which I believe is an almond.
Yeah, probably.
Incense, you do get a bit of that incense note. Man, it's one of my favorite Guerlains. I only have 4 Guerlains though, so I don't have the like craziest collection when it comes to Guerlain. I have Habit Rouge, this one, Vetiver, and then Guerlain Homme, which is like a mojito fragrance. Yeah, but the Guerlain Homme that I have is like the vintage one, so their bottles change a lot. So this is a really good one. I got their Guerlain Homme Ideal EDP with the painted sides, the old version. Joel, have you smelt the difference between this one and the one you have? Mike, do you still have Aqua Fresca Vetiver Adolfo Dominguez? Yes, I do still have that one. Hey, hold the chat down. I'm gonna go grab it real quick so I can show the chat. Maybe just read the chat.
Hello, Duke against the odds. It's a nice bottle.
It's vetiver. It makes it hard to see it when I bring down the light a little bit because the contrast is too high.
Gonna have to. Montrese is here.
I presume you never smelt anything from Adolfo Dominguez?
No.
I'll drop the link,
This
Montrese.
is the first time I hear of him, actually, of that house.
Do you like Mercedes-Benz cologne, Dior Homme cologne, Jimmy Choo Man Ice, all those?
Yeah, Jimmy Choo Man Ice is alright. I mean, I tried that one. I don't think I tried the others. Yeah.
I'm dropping the link, Montrese. Hold on. Yeah, so I have one that smells like that from Adolfo Dominguez. It's called Aqua Dominguez Aqua Fresca Citrus Cedro. It's a long name, but it smells like Dior Homme Cologne. Now this one smells like if you mixed Guerlain's vetiver with like Neroli Portofino a little bit. You've smelled both of those, right? Guerlain vetiver.
Guerlain's vetiver, yeah. Neroli Portofino. Who is that?
Tom Ford, Neroli Portofino. It's the one in their blue bottle, like bluish.
Yeah, I think I smell that too.
Hey, what's good, Montrese?
What up, though?
What up, though?
Boz, what's up, man?
Nothing much, bro. Just longing, resting.
What you wearing today?
What did I wear today? Today, man, I wore Sarah's lemon mint oud today.
Lemon mint. They have one that's like what's the name of it? It's an oud fragrance. I may be thinking about the same one, but I really like that one. It's like I think it's a green and black bottle. Lemon mint oud. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Yeah, lemon mint. I like lemon mint oud. I like that one. It smells really good.
Yeah, it's nice.
What about this Guerlain? You smelled this one, I presume. It's a really popular fragrance by all accounts. You smelled the Guerlain Ideal EDP?
Yeah.
Yeah. You like it, or you not really a fan of it?
I like it. I
it?
like most of the stuff that they put out.
Yeah.
Like sport, a lot of people kind of slip on sport, but I like sport too.
Yeah, the only two from this line that I have is the EDP and the cologne, the Ideal cologne, which is like a summary version of it. Damn, AM. I don't. What are the prices going for on this one? Because this one I wear it, but I don't wear it all the time. You'll see it has like a little dent, but man, I only wear it maybe like 3 times a year. It is good though. It smells like a more modern version of Guerlain vetiver, but about the same quality as well. But it's not like it's not a dark vetiver by any stretch of the imagination. And I don't think it's as wearable as like Tom Ford's gray vetiver. Like I picked this one up thinking it was going to be a vetiver fragrance that I could wear to work, and this is more of like a out and about casual vetiver. How do y'all feel about the note of vetiver?
I like vetiver.
Yeah, I kind of like it. Especially those where vetiver is dominant. Those fragrances, like also vetiver by Roja is really nice.
Yeah,
I smell that one. Yeah, I like that one. Yeah, but I didn't come here to talk about vetiver fragrances in springtime. I'm gonna show y'all another. Let me see. I'm trying to show some fragrances that I didn't feature in that video. So let me see how y'all are feeling about this one, which I need to honestly clean this bottle off. Kind of shows how much I have or haven't been wearing it. What about this one?
Yeah, that's my shit, man.
Yeah, not such a big fan. I like the other one.
I love that.
Yeah, the Iris original.
But the iris in this is different than the
Yeah,
iris
very.
in this. Two different types of iris
Yeah, it is.
Mhm.
on here. You
I
agree
got
with
a.
that, Montrese?
Oh yeah, it's different. But yeah, I got a 5 ounce of that product. Yo, it was like, was that like 4 years ago or something, 4 or 5 years ago. Amazon had a 5 ounce for like $70.
5
I had
ounces.
a 5 ounce for $70. I had to jump on it.
Sheesh. Damn, 5 ounces is crazy, bro. I have the 100 milliliter. So I have this one, and then I have Prada L'Homme Low, the one with the blue and silver one. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Yeah. So that one's just like a fresher version of Prada L'Homme. So it's like I
yeah,
like iris. I like iris that you can wear during the summer. That's why I like Givenchy Gentleman Cologne a lot, because it's like a fresher iris, and then that Prada L'Homme Low, they add neroli with that iris. But this one is like darker accords.
yeah, it's like,
My wife doesn't really like this one. Every time I wear it, like, you know, you have your days where you're like, all right, I'm gonna wear something I know wifey's gonna like, and then you have other days where she's like, you smell like an old man. And sure as shit, I wore this one, and then I just sprayed the Prada L'Homme Low just one time on top of it, because she has complimented me on that one, but not this one. And at the end of the day, she was like, "What cologne did you wear?" And I was like, "Did you like it, or did you think I smelled like an old man?" She's like, "No, you smell like an old man." So, yeah, she's not a big fan of this one. I like it though. It lasted
yeah, I
a
love it.
while too.
Yeah, I love it.
How many of y'all in the chat have Prada L'Homme Intense? Y'all let me know. I don't even know how many people are here. Let me pull the screen back up. Present
That bottle is fire too, though. I always like the bottle.
the all black everything bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah. It makes a lot of fingerprints on it though. That's
Yeah,
the only thing I don't
yeah.
like. That's the only thing I don't like about it. I'm gonna pull up these notes real quick. Yeah, it's not an overly complex note breakdown, to be honest. But the iris they use is like powdery, not waxy, right? I wouldn't say it was powdery.
Yeah.
It's a good one. Man, it has so much lag. I hit the notes to show up like 10 seconds ago. What do you smell more, Tonka or leather on this one?
Tonka.
You smell more Tonka than leather? Do you think the note breakdown, how people voted, is accurate?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's accurate. Because you definitely get the iris, you definitely get the Tonka. The leather is there. Sandalwood,
Patchouli.
like when it dries down, the patchouli you get that too. But I get a lot of Tonka and
Yeah.
iris. But I like it. I think that fragrance is fire, bro.
So I wonder, so the prices are all over the place. I guess it really depends on vendors, because one of this one says 3.3 milliliter for 85, and some of them, for if you want it completely boxed already, they're showing it for 250. I think I paid like 110, maybe 120 for my bottle. I think that's about right.
Yeah. It's crazy how the
Yeah, I
prices
think that's about
how
right.
they got.
I'm trying to just hide this screen without let me just stop the screen then. Same thing. Mikey, do you have Valentino Umo 2021? It's pretty good too, different than the older version. Again, I don't know everything about every fragrance, but I know there's a Valentino Umo. Is it Valentino Umo Intense, the one that smells like Dior Homme Intense? Is that the one that he's referring to, or the new one? So I don't know much about the new one.
No, I don't know either. I don't really have
He
much.
was born to the old. But
I don't know about the new the 2021, unless we're talking about the same thing. Joel, is it the
No.
one that smells essentially like Dior Homme Intense? There's so many Valentinos. I think this is, I think we're talking about the same one.
Valentino is a firehouse too.
Bro, you want to hear something crazy? I don't have any Valentino fragrances, which is crazy because when I came into the fragrance community, I thought they had some of the best looking bottles. I think the bottles look so fly.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I only got the Born in Rome Coral Fantasy. That's the only one I got.
I only got 4 before they 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, no, 5 because I got the one that's discontinued, the Absolute for women, because I end up liking that a little more than the one for men. So it's 5 because, but one more is my favorite one. Like that's still my favorite out of all of them.
Just the original Valentino Uomo.
Yeah, because that hazelnut, that creamy hazelnut, that's what I like about it. I got a 5 ounce of that. That boy's nice. Yes, sir.
My thing with Valentino, I just feel like, man, a lot of their fragrances, the direction they went, like the whole Born in Roma line, man, I just feel like they all smell the same. Like they all just smell massive appealing, sweet, amberwood, commercial. They all smell good, but they literally smell like a mall scent. Like they smell like the entrance of every species that you'll ever walk into. And that's what throws me off about Valentino fragrances in general, but I love their bottles.
Yeah, it's true. They look good.
Like they dropped the yellow one, and it was like a red one. I never got them. Like I smelt them, and I was just like, I felt the same way. It was just like whatever, it wasn't nothing. It was crazy, so I just never got them.
Yeah, this was a blind buy for me, so I like the opening, but the dry.
Yeah, I like the intense.
Yeah, don't like.
I have the intense.
Yeah, I have a decant. Oh, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna see if I can find it.
Did you like the Valentino one more intense, boss?
I don't think I ever tried it. No, I haven't really tried a lot of Valentinos. Yeah.
Kind of smell like Dior Intense. It had that, it's in the same family.
All right.
Okay, so Joel, this is the original Valentino Uomo. Just so you are aware, the sample that I just got is just the regular Uomo, not the Intense. So I guess I have smelt it. So this one, it just smells like sweet, like a sweeter version of Dior Homme Intense.
Mm-hmm. It's in the same family, about the same boss.
By all accounts, it smells good. I feel like, again, it's in a similar realm as something like Narciso Rodriguez Blue Noir Parfum. You can get that. So I'm at the point now where it's like, I want to avoid redundancy in my collection, so I probably wouldn't get something like Valentino Uomo because I have this, and it's like I only have a certain amount of space at this point. So when I pick something up, I want it to smell to some degree different. Then you can only have so many notes. You know what I mean? So many molecules or aroma molecules or whatever. But I just want them like structured in a way that gives me something I haven't smelt before. And so that's the problem I'm having now, is finding stuff. And that's why a lot of times I'm out searching for discontinued stuff. And that's kind of where I'm at with in my journey at this point in time. All right, let's see if I can find something.
You ever smell Valentino Uomo Aqua?
I have smelled that one. I absolutely have. Yeah, I don't know if you know who Razor Ramon is. Razor Ramon the barber. He sent me that. It smells really good.
That tomato leaf, bro.
Yeah, that one smells really good. I'm not gonna leave the stream again, but yeah, I have that one. I ran through the whole sample, Out of everything he sent me, that was the one I liked the most. So yeah, I can get on board with that one. I can get on board with that one. Yep.
Yeah, they would do like it might have been like 80 something, and then they there was a seller on Amazon, and he didn't like it, and he was selling it for like 50, and I was like, yo, let me get that. So I ended up getting 2 bottles of it. It's nice, man. That tomato leaf is amazing.
Yeah, $50 is crazy.
Yeah, but I paid like 80 something the first time. I didn't care. Like they were like, oh, it only lasts like 4 hours. But when I smelled it, I was like, yo, this shit fire. I don't care, man.
Yeah, I'd pull it out right now just to kind of pause. I'd pull it out just to find the decant, but I don't remember where I have it.
You ain't gotta do all that.
Yeah, I have like
5. It ain't that serious.
Yeah. But I'm gonna, when this stream's over, I'm gonna go dig that fragrance out so I can re-smell it. It's been about 2 months since I've smelt it. I forgot I even had it, and that's the crazy thing about decants is like you'll like revisit your decants every few months, and it's like, oh shit, I didn't even know I had this one. I forgot I even had that. Or like your taste evolve, and then fragrances that were like when you first smelt them, you're like, man, this smells like shit. This is too challenging for me. Then after you've like been smelling stuff for a while, then you'll go back and you're like, all right, I'm ready to wear this Electimus or, you know, this more challenging zoology fragrance that before you were like, there's no way in hell I would ever wear that.
Yeah, man. Well, I was telling my boy, I was like, man, I got like a box of decants, and I recently like opened that shit, and it was a bunch of stuff in there. Some of the stuff I just threw away because it was just like leaking out. So, but yeah, I done bought decants and like some old stuff.
Yeah,
like, I know it was a couple of roses in there. Then I had a couple of decants of like some old. It was a Versace Eros Flame. I forgot about them, and I have like 2 6.7 ounce bottles of that. But it was like some old decants of that. But those were the ones that leaked out. I'm like, I don't care because I got 2 big bottles of that, so I ain't care. But
yeah, I think a lot of people like when Eros Flame first came out, a lot of people they were saying they didn't like it, but I think after some time has passed, a lot of people like it the most out of all the Eros fragrances. I had a 10 or maybe a 15 milliliter that I have about this much left on it, and you know I'm kind of bigger on discontinued fragrances. Is it discontinued like for sure, or can you just pick it up? Because I don't really see it at any of the department stores.
I don't think it's discontinued. I just don't think it's like when I go into Macy's and Dillard's and stuff, I just see like more of the newer stuff. Like, I just don't see it no more. I don't even see the parfum no more.
Yeah. So there was a fragrance here. I'll show this one next. And I saw it at Macy's. It wasn't like out on top of their shelf. You know how they have fragrances like, behind the counter, like near the cash register laying around. I saw this one and I was like, what the hell? I didn't even know y'all sold this one. And that was that good. I didn't buy it from there, but I already had it. But I saw this at Macy's and I was like, I was super surprised that they had Gucci and 10 Oud at Macy's out here in Austin. Have you smelled this one, Montrese or Boz?
Yeah, I got an older bottle of that. I like it, bro. I've always liked it. I've always liked that fragrance.
Is there a butt in there? You like it, but, or you just like it and you like it?
I like it. I just like it. I've always liked it.
This one's so good, bro. You know how they say there's like fragrances that just work for you? Like you put it on, it's like you know how Boz you said like certain iris fragrances you feel like they feel a bit too dressed up to just wear. And then like for me, I can't pull off like I don't feel like ombre leather or Tuscan leather work for me, but this one right here, it does work for me, and it has leather in it. So I'm glad I found a fragrance that has a leather accord that just really works with my skin chemistry really well. Bro, I'll wear this one Part of my job, I work remote on the computer, more analytical, but about 4 or 5 months out of the year, I'm out in the field, driving all day, getting out of my car, looking at different houses. And this is the one I spray when it's cold outside. Man, I'll spray it on after my gym session in the morning, piss everybody off at the gym in the locker room. And then I'll be out on my day, man. 13 hours later, you'll still smell it. Like if you take off your shirt and say you didn't wash it, you'll smell it on your clothes days later. If you spray it on your jacket, you'll smell it on your jacket a week later. Definitely get your money's worth.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. One time I went to the gym and I wore the Juke Le Parfum. Like when I first got it in, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna wear this to the gym. And like 2 people was like, I don't know what you're wearing, but I like the way it's coming off. Like they both said the same thing. It was like one of the women was like, does that have like, and some people don't really pick it up. Like you hear about lipstick, but you don't really hear a lot of people say that when they compliment you. But she was like, it kind of smells makeup-y, you know. She's like, I like it. And I like the way it's coming off you. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's strong as shit. Le Parfum is strong as shit.
Yeah, I have a theory with that. Like women like fragrances sometimes for men, and they smell it and they like it, and they're like, oh, I like it. They don't even say it's because of this, but they like it because it's something that they would wear as well. Like my wife likes Tom Ford Black Orchid. That's one of her favorite fragrances.
Yeah, man.
I think she likes it because it's a fragrance that I think she would wear as well. So when she smells it, she's like, oh, that those scent accords, they appeal to me. But that's her favorite fragrance for me to wear.
Yeah, man, I like that fragrance too.
That's true.
Oh, go ahead, boss.
No, I was just gonna say, I know this woman who said to me she actually likes men's fragrances. Usually likes men's fragrances better than women's. So yeah, that was a surprise.
Yeah. Montrese, you know who put me onto this fragrance? You said your bottle was old, so I don't know like how you found out about this bottle. But you know who put me onto this fragrance? I said it in my video. I don't know if you watched it.
No.
Kevin Samuels. He's the one that, rest in peace.
Oh yeah.
He's the one that put me onto this fragrance. I mean, before he was doing the like the life coach type stuff.
Oh yeah. Before he started bashing women, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I ran into his video about that. Like I had already had it, but he I mean he did good reviews though. Like, you know what I'm saying? He did good reviews. Especially on that one. That's how I ran into him.
Yeah, had he stayed on that tip, he would have kind of been like, you know, bow tie fragrance guy, because he would talk about fashion and suits and, you know, designer shades, and he also put me on Creed's Armaf Milestone, because he was telling people, he's like, they can't tell the difference between this and Millésime Imperial. They think it's the same exact thing, and I was like, oh shit, I didn't even know that there were like fragrances that I just thought like knockoffs were something that you'd pick up at the dollar store. They were guaranteed to smell like dog shit. That's kind of how I found out that there was actually like Middle Eastern clone houses that kind of did fragrance scent profiles that smelled like more expensive things. And that's when I picked up Milestone.
Yeah, and it's people in the community that say that's a lie, but it's not. Like a lot of those men, like I was telling a couple of people, including RXL, about like Swiss Arabian, that house. I don't know what they doing, but they killing it with the quality for that price that you pay. They murdering. I don't know what they doing, man, but Swiss Arabian is like the way that they did Honey Oud. The way that they did that, man, it's crazy how they did it. Because Honey Oud is more ambery to me, but Swiss Arabians is more oody to me. Like you still get that honey, but it's even darker. It's crazy.
It's part of their Shag Off line?
Yeah. It's a navy blue and gold bottle.
Shag Off Oud Aswad?
Yeah.
That's the one?
Yeah.
I'm pulling it up right now. I don't have any Swiss Arabians, but I don't doubt that you're right, because Afnan, that's a Middle Eastern house that I feel like has a certain amount of quality to it as well.
Yes, sir. Yeah, they killing it too, man. They quality is crap. Like when they did their version of Oud for Glory, Oud for Greatness, theirs is called Supremacy and Oud. And I like that.
Yeah.
I like that better than Oud for Greatness.
Yeah, I have not only not only what is that name? Not only Intense or I don't know, Supremacy by Afnan. Yeah, it's really nice, strong.
I have Terapi Blue. That's like actually one of my highest viewed reviews, which there's definitely a market in terms of reviewing fragrances if you have an affinity for Middle Eastern fragrances. This is not it.
No, that's not. No, that's not it. It's navy blue and gold. That black one is nice too, though. That is, you know, that's not.
Shaghoff.
There it is.
This one right here?
Yeah. But the black one is good too. I dress up when I wear the black one.
Heavy rose. It looks like honey. All right, this is
honey. Mm-hmm.
I like honey.
Yeah, I love honey.
It's not that.
No, it's not that old.
Honey, wood, just spice. That's crazy. Okay, so you get the honey, the woody oud, the dry spice, the smooth vanilla, the warm amber. Not heavy in the leather, right?
It's there. It's there.
Oh shit! Something happened with Boz's.
He'll be back.
Yeah, I'm gonna just drop the link one more time because he hopped in pretty early. So let me just drop the link. Yeah, I haven't smelt any from this house, to be honest, man. So what are they comparing this one to?
That's
and it's
honey
like $30.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. Fire. Then they have Tonka, which is an aqua bliss, aqua and gold, and it smells like a velvet cake.
Damn,
that's a good one too. It smells just like a velvet cake. Heavy vanilla.
I don't have any from that line. I don't have any from that line at all.
You gotta check them out.
Yeah, man, for sure.
And then the latest one is the toffee.
Hello again.
I'm back.
Back, brother?
Yeah. Thanks.
What the hell happened?
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I think I clicked on something that I wasn't supposed to. Yeah. But I was gonna just say that I did actually intend to sign off to get off, so because I'm getting hungry now. So this has been fun.
Yeah, for sure, brother. And I appreciate you taking the time, man, to come through, because it's what, 4 or 5, so it's probably about 12:30 where you're at.
Yeah, it's not a problem really, but I was
kind of late. Get some food in you.
Yeah, it is. So
yeah. All right, brother. Well, as always, man, it's been a pleasure, brother. Like I said, I did take a hiatus, but I'll be going live more this year.
Right.
So.
Well, all right. This was really fun. I mean,
always
all right.
Man.
See you both.
Later, man.
See you soon.
All right, brother.
Yep. Later.
Yeah, Boz is dope, man. I love Boz.
He's people, man. He's good people. I like authentic people and people that speak their mind. So I'm gonna show a couple more fragrances. I smell food downstairs as well. So, but I got some time if you got some time. or if you gotta go, I respect you.
I got time, brother.
Cool. All right, so this one right here. So I had talked about like the whole idea of that video I did, was I wanted to show people fragrances that would level up their collection. These fragrances that collectors should pursue, and that would work for cold weather. They're not necessarily the newest fragrances, but they're just fragrances that are revered and enjoyed by most people. And so I wanted to add an aquatic into it because I was like, well, you normally don't think about aquatics as being a solid winter fragrance, but I think we can all agree Profumo can be worn in the winter. Would you agree with that?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. How do you feel about the Acqua di Gio DNA in general in like the year 2025?
I think it's still relevant because the DNA, like, who doesn't like a sweet fragrance? You know what I'm saying? I think most people like sweet fragrances anyway.
Yeah.
Because to me, some people would say it's not that sweet. Yo, it's a sweet fragrance, man. The way that they see, I've always felt like they blended their stuff well. And when they started dropping the parfums and all that, it's strong enough to push through the cold. It's not like the original. The original won't do it for me in the cold weather.
Yeah, no. That's why I recommended the Profumo. And this bottle, you know, old enough to where it has the magnetic cap. And I did buy it. Like you were talking about buying the big boy bottle. This one's the 4.2 ounce, and I've ran through. I don't know if you can see the dent, but
I can see it a little bit.
Let's see. I don't know. You can't really. The camera doesn't show it, but it's down here at the bottom. You know what I mean? It's like right there. A little bit. So
yeah. You love that. You love that.
Yeah. Acqua di Gio was the first fragrance I'd ever bought. Growing up, you know, when I started getting into fragrances, it was Acqua di Gio, and it was Very Sexy by Victoria's Secret. And so I was really happy when this one came out because it was like a more grown version of Acqua di Gio. I wouldn't call it sweet. I don't know if I agree with it being sweet, but I do agree with it being floral. I feel like it's a floral aquatic with like incense and patchouli and herbal notes. I believe there's sage in it as well. But I liked it because of the smoky nuances. It makes it like a more grown version of what we all wore back in the day. Joe, you better say hi to me or you're racist. Damn, that's where we're going. You better not say hi to me or you're racist too. Yeah, man. So it's an iconic scent profile. I presume you have Profumo, or do you have what iteration of, or how many Acqua di Gios do you have? I guess is a better question.
Well, I have that one. I have the original. Then I have the one in the brown bottle.
The aquatic one, Absolute.
Yeah, Absolute. There you go. I was about to say the wrong name. Yeah, I gotta pull that back out. I know that's my brother. That's his favorite one. Bro, that's the one he likes the most.
Those bottles are getting expensive for the Absolute. I saw.
They've kind of been like that though. They've been like bumping them up. Like I've seen it for $150 online. So.
Yeah, I seen a bottle for $200. I seen a bottle for $200 online for the Absolute, which is crazy because there was a point in time where you could pick up a bottle for $60. Everybody would say it's the one of the line. It's not that good of a fragrance. It kind of smells a little bit like Invictus, but it's good because it works because it smells like Invictus a little bit, but they put that Acqua di Gio in it as well. So it's like that aquatic. It's like an aquatic. It'd be like Invictus Aqua in a sense. But yeah, the only ones I have this one, and then I have the original, and then I have Profondo. Those are the only ones I have. I don't have anything from the once they revamped the line and made it its own thing. Yeah,
I just have the original, and then I have the 360 red because it smells like the original with cinnamon, so I had to get that. But yeah, man,
I low key, I'm not as tapped in with the live streams as much as I used to. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on, Kyler. I'm assuming you're joking, or maybe you're serious, but I'm not sure. Are Fragrance, are people doing identity politics on the live streams now? I don't know.
The fragrance community is it's a weird place, man. I started realizing that. Shout outs to Kyler though, but it's a weird place, man. You got a lot of racist people in the community. You got a lot of people that think this is politics, and it's not. It's weird, bro. It's weird, man. But I'm starting to ignore a lot of it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. So I told myself on my live streams, when I go to someone's live stream, I respect the house rules. I've always been that way. I take my shoes off, respect their rules. Over here on my streams, it's like I don't really care what people say as long as you're not, just my philosophy is like, don't go full retard. You can say whatever. Just we're all adults here. We're all adults. Come on, like we're all adults. But there's a time and place, to talk religion. There's a time and place to talk politics. If that's what I have opened up the forum to be on my stream, then yeah. But most people, they don't have like well-formed thoughts anyways on the thing, so it just comes off as ignorant. So I don't know. So Kyler's gonna, I need context, brother. I super chatted RXL on live stream $10 regarding stupid top 10 lists, and on that live stream RXL made some controversial color commentary. Okay, gotcha. Okay, well but what does that have to do with you? I'm so confused. What does that have to do with you going on TLTG or Dedrick's live streams anymore? Yeah, I still fail to understand the point. Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna keep it moving.
Yeah.
I can sit there and try to like figure it all out, and I kind of feel the same. I got love for everybody. If you like, I give people what they give me. So if you're cool with me, I'm gonna be cool with you. I like someone's like relationship with someone else. Like honestly, Montrese, you could not like somebody else in the community. I don't have to hold that same opinion. I'm my own man. I'll form my own opinions about somebody based off how they deal with me and based on my observations. If I see that somebody doing something that stands outside of my line of ethics, then I'll make that call. If somebody says something about me, then I'll address it personally, like a man, But that's just the way I live my life.
And I'm like that too in a way, because it's like, because I told RXL that, yo, look, when people were telling me things about RXL, I was like, the way that y'all talking about him and stuff like that, and kind of bashing him, y'all ain't doing nothing but making me like him more. Because then I started to see, it's RXL. It's not him, it's y'all. So, but another thing that I like to do is I like to sit back and watch. I like to listen. And but if something happens between me and somebody else, and I know bad about that person, and somebody comes in and they start getting buddy with that person, again, I just sit back and watch, and I let that person find out for themselves. I don't like to hop in people's friendships or whatever they have. I just sit back and watch. But there's a lot of good people in the fragrance community, but there's a lot of fraudulent people. Yeah. But at the end of the day, it's about liquid. Why are we arguing and throwing politics into the mix?
Yeah.
That's all it is. It's about liquid. Like, why can't we just talk like men and have fun? I don't understand. Like, that's the whole point of fragrances.
Well, I think that's what happens with communities. Any community, like I'm part of the mixed martial arts community as well.
Right.
And that community is way more racist than this community. I'll say that for a fact. I'm not as tapped into that community, but I consume content related to all the UFC events, and you know, I watch all the pre-fight material. I know what's going on with these fighters before they hop in the octagon, and you see people in the comments, you know what I mean, say a lot of racist shit, and I don't know the reason for it. Maybe, you know, people are just trying to get a rise out of people, and that's my stance on RXL. It's like they don't realize that, like, when they're giving somebody that attention, that's giving him more
ammunition.
They're gassing him up in a way. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're gassing him up. And so it's kind of like, you know, what do you expect? RXL's, you know, made fun of me before in my earlier videos. He didn't interpret the joke correctly, but he made a video about it. But yeah, he hasn't really came at me in any way. He's shared his address with me before. He sent me some stuff. I shared my address with him. I never doxed him. He never doxed me, you know? So you can have a normal, you know what I mean, transactional exchange with somebody without it being, I just don't understand, you know? I do fail to understand. So, but I'm going to jump back onto this one. I don't know how much of the video you watched, brother. This is a discontinued one. Have you smelt a super long name, Loda Issy Porom Nor Ombre from Issey Miyake?
Yeah, that's one of the best ones.
Oof, it is one of the best ones, man. It is literally one of the best ones. This is one of my favorite fragrances, man. It's legit one of my favorite fragrances.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know when I was talking about Coral Fantasy or just the Born in Roma line and how like none of them like really speak to me. It's because like if more designer fragrances took chances like this, then I would my collection be a lot larger, man. And that's just the truth.
Right.
Because this has some designer sensibilities in the dry down. You smell the tonka, you smell that designer sweetness, but the opening has that animalic note, that leathery animalic note, and saffron that you would expect from a more niche style fragrance. Warm amber, saffron, leather. Damn, so damn good.
Fire, dude. I've been saying that about Issey Miyake. They have some fire. I like when they do their darker fragrances. That's the best when they drop the dark ones.
Yeah, I paid too much for this one though. I will admit.
How much you pay for it?
I don't want to talk about it. I probably paid an easy $150.
Nah, that ain't that bad, I guess.
It ain't that bad, you know what I mean? Like,
pay for what you like, bro, no matter what.
You're gonna pay, you know, for Le Male Absolute or Le Male Elixir, whatever they're calling it, Le Beau Le Parfum. You're gonna pay about the same price.
$150. Yeah, I'll pay.
Go ahead.
No, the EDP, I paid. What was the most? I got 2 bottles of it, but the most I paid was like $130 something. So like, but I was like, yo, it's a 4 ounce. I really like the DNA. I'm buying it. Yeah. So if you really like the DNA, you gonna buy it. You know? Exactly.
And this is a fragrance again. My wife's not ever gonna give me a compliment on this one, I don't think. But this is one that I put on. I love the way I smell. I love the way it makes me feel. I love the way it's like the ultimate accessory. You throw it on and you're like, all right, I'm ready to go. Like, let's go. And that's how this one makes me feel. Lasts all day. And for a fragrance to smell good and last a very long time, and I don't mind, and you know, it doesn't smell like everything else. I don't mind paying $150 for it. Not at all. All right, let's do a little rapid fire.
Real quick, I just dig this out real quick. You remember this one? The Issey Miyake Noir? Yeah.
Yeah, I like that one too. So you like those black bottles, darker scent profiles, I presume?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I don't remember what that one smells like.
Grapefruit, some leather, some incense. I love it, bro. Never had it. I never had it until I ran into a review, and then I ran into a couple other reviews. And I was like, yo, I wonder how much this is. It was a seller on eBay. He was selling it for like, he had I think he had a 2.5 ounce and a 4 ounce. And I'm like, yo, I'm like, how much you said you got a 4 ounce? Like, how much you want for it? He told me it was trash, and he was like $30. I was like, yeah, I'll take your trash. I'll take your trash.
Say less. Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, I'm looking online. Yeah, bottles are pretty expensive for this one right now. I'm seeing about $200, $125 to $280.
That's crazy. I didn't even know that. I didn't even know it went up like that. Damn.
Yep. Yeah. So it's a myrrh fragrance with leather and dry spice.
Yep.
Okay.
Grapefruit.
That sounds good.
Nice, bro. Yeah. Something told me to
nutmeg.
Yeah. Yep. Nutmeg. Something told me to like, because I only got one bottle of it, so something told me like not to wear it all the time and go crazy, because I knew it was gonna jack up. Like I had a feeling it was. But yeah, he told me it was trash, and it's 2.5 ounce. He wanted like 19. I'm like, yo, just give me the 4 ounce, bro. But he was like, hey, it was trash. I'm like, I'll take your trash.
Yeah. So I presume he's talking about Dior Homme Parfum or Dior Homme Parfum 2025. I'm not mad at the decision that they went. Let me explain it. So they're moving they're moving away from Iris. What's his name? Francis Kirkjohn. He was brought on to Dior to push units. You know, you got to sell what's popular, and what's popular right now are warm amber woods. So warm woody, like ISOE Super amber woods. That's what the Dior Homme line is, and so that's what I expected it to be by all accounts. It's essentially an extension of the new Dior Homme 2020, not the Iris. So I in that direction makes sense to me. I'm not mad at it, but I mean, shit, bro. Like I have like over 200 fragrances. This will last me. This is gonna last me for years, man. I've had this fragrance since 2020, and I've only used, this much of it. So if we do the math, it's gonna last. One bottle technically is gonna last me for the rest of my life, assuming I don't wear it all the time, which I don't.
And the more time that goes by, the better it's gonna get. So
yeah.
Yeah. And then stuff does change, man.
Yeah. So what's up, Spence? So yeah, I've been on for a minute. I've been on for an hour 47. I'm probably be on for about another 15 minutes. This stream was more so just for me to shake off the rust. So I'm glad people came through. I was prepared to hold it down for a solid hour by myself. But it does make it a lot easier when people want to come through. So Spence, I mean, you're always welcome, man. And he's been killing the live streams himself.
Yeah.
His setup is a lot more fancy than mine, man. I kind of got a janky, like humble setup. I just have the blue mic connected to the
laptop. Look nice to me, bro. I see the lights coming from the couch and all that.
A little light, yeah. I just have a little humble setup, you know what I mean? But it works.
Yeah.
It works. Yep.
Listen, right, man, so I've seen people cam up and do reviews in a junky ass house. I've seen it. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, man, me and my wife, we do take pride in our house. It's always clean. Right. It always smells good. If something's broke, we fix it. If we can't fix it ourselves, we pay somebody to fix it, Right. So, I found me a good one. She always makes sure that the sheets are washed, and if I have family over, everything's just fine. So,
yeah. So it goes for me, bro. I mean, my mom always told me, keep your house clean because you never know who can come over. So
yeah,
you never know.
For sure. It's because of that smelling salt. Oh yeah. For those of y'all that just got here, earlier on the stream, I did a little bit of these. They're not bath salts, like they're smelling salts. That's what they would have gave boxers back in the day to wake their ass up. Have you ever heard of that before, Montrese?
Oh yeah, they said if somebody is drunk out of their mind and they not waking up, they'll use ambulance use the same thing. So yeah.
Whew. That stuff's intense, bro.
Yeah.
But, all right.
I messed around. My friend, his grandfather had a lot of that stuff, and yeah, I remember I smelled that one day. I was like, "Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy."
Yep. All right. So Spencer makes drawdown lowdown setup look like it's from Fisher Price, bro. I haven't seen DDLD in a second. Maybe it's my fault. I'm not super tapped in, but I haven't seen his live streams in a second.
I don't even watch him, so I don't.
Yeah, but I remember seeing him around. Yeah, brother. Like, how? Hold on, I'm clicking all over the place. Yeah, man, I'm down. So I'm gonna make a commitment. My life will always be balanced. My family will always come first. My job even will come before content. But I have made it a point to upload more this year. And like you said, not every video I make is gonna have this fancy background. I bought those Rode Pros that I can take with me and record anywhere. That way on the days, because I'm in the upstairs area of my house, so it's not always conducive to record content when you have a full house, when you have a certain standard that you usually set up as. But I got the mic, those wireless mics I can just take anywhere with me, so I can just record on the go. So sometimes I might just be recording in the downstairs office. Sometimes I might record in the kitchen this year. Just wherever I'm able to record, that's what I'm gonna do. And it might not always be top 10s. It might just be a short 6-minute, individual review. The goal is just to make more content this year. So that's where I'm at with it. I was going good last year up until like the last 4 months. And then I kind of just, stepped back and recalibrated. After Thanksgiving specifically is when I kind of took a step back. But all right, so I have another one for you, another Dior. How you feel about this one, Montrese?
Oh, is that Fahrenheit EDP?
This is the Le Parfum.
Oh, that's a Le Parfum. Okay, I see it now. Yeah, I like the Le Parfum. What was the white one that got discontinued? What was that one called?
I don't even remember. I've never smelt it. I've never smelt it.
I smelt it at a family reunion, man. My cousin had it, and he was like, he told me, man, they're about to discontinue it. And I was like, I never ended up buying it, but I remember liking it. It was all white.
All white? That's Fahrenheit 32.
Okay.
And according to what Fragrantic is telling me, and then they had an aqua Fahrenheit as well, but that one had like a red to white gradient, whereas the Fahrenheit 32 was all, someone said,
all white.
Kyler said I never tried the Parfum. I presume he's talking about this one. This is the Le Parfum. I bought this one actually because of Ross. Ross was hyping this one up a lot.
Yeah, he made me get it. He made me get that.
Yeah, it was around 2020 that I picked this one up. And you'll see a trend. A lot of my fragrances that are like now discontinued is like I got them around 2020 because that's when I started getting more heavy into buying fragrances. Yeah. It's nice though. Last a good long time. I got this one for Christmas back in 2020, and it has like that diesel gas kind of smell. But
that's the best part about it.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad that it's retained, and I have smelled the original. Yeah, so you get that vibe.
I like the licorice. I like that licorice note.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is a note I like as well. You also smell that in Sauvage Elixir as well. I believe licorice is in that one too.
Yeah, with a lot of spices.
Yeah. So Spence is saying that all white bottle, that Aqua 32, is a white floral. It's really nice, he said. But I don't know if it's got that violet, if it retained that violet essence, that diesel, some might say gas smell.
It wasn't. I don't remember it smelling like. I remember it just being floral, like Spence said. Like I said, I smelled it one time years ago at Sephora, and then I smelled it at a family reunion because my cousin had it, and it was like halfway gone, and I was able to like spray it on my skin and spend time with it, but I never ended up getting it.
Orange blossom. It's an orange blossom, white floral note. That's
it was sweet. Yeah. I do remember it being sweet. Have you
Tyler don't like licorice.
tapped in? You don't. I like licorice, man.
Yeah. And again, people get confused. Maybe I'm just confusing myself, but we list all these notes. Like at the end of the day, they're aroma chemicals. We're not talking about smoothies here. Doesn't actually have licorice in it, you know. It's
Right.
it's an aroma chemical that gives it something sweet that reminds people of licorice, maybe.
Yeah, but Le Parfum is fire, bro. That's a fire fragrance, man. I love the original Fahrenheit, but they matured it. You know what I'm saying? And I like it.
Yeah. Yeah, I like when they take a classic DNA and they kind of modernize it. Speaking of which, I'll kind of show that. I said it in my video. When you talk about a fougere modernized for the modern gentleman, it like pays homage to a classic fougere, but then they repackage it for the new generation. When I think of a fragrance like that, Zaharoff Signature Pour Homme, that's a great example of a lavender-rich fougere that uses green dark cypress notes instead of like herbal green facets, and then it's base rich heavy with smoky resinous myrrh. This is a fragrance that I showcased as a fragrance that could be worn for winter, top tier. And there, you know, he has a lot of fragrances that can be worn in the winter, but I personally feel like if you haven't smelt anything from Zaharoff, you should probably start with the OG. Now I know he has another Pour Homme prior to this one, but this is the one that kind of sparked all those other flankers. So I would definitely recommend this one to people if they like fougères, the idea of a modern fougere.
Yeah, Zaharoff is, you know, anytime he drops something, I gotta hop on it. But Orium, Leather Tobacco, Black Rose, those are just like fire. But Black Rose, yeah, I can't wear that unless I'm dressed up. It's that you get that vibe. So that's that vibe.
How you feeling about By the Fireplace?
That's one of the greatest scents ever created, bro. And I tell everybody that. What's up, Spence?
Well, sorry, I don't know if this is
real quick.
Damn, Spence.
You talking from prison or what?
Can you hear me?
Hey, yo, Spence, I got something for you. Hold on.
You can't hear me?
Yeah, you sound like yeah, your mic sounds muffled.
All right, hold on. How we going now?
Same.
Check. How about
Better.
now?
Yeah,
all right, cool.
That's definitely doable. Yeah, for sure.
I just jumped on real quick. I didn't do any setup or whatever. Saw you talking about that Le Parfum.
You like that? You like that?
Love that.
Let me see your dent. Where's your
talking
dent
about that 32?
I
don't have a dent on this one. Yeah, I don't really have a dent. I have it's called like Reinhardt or something like that. It's like a clone of this. So similar profile, but love the OG. I like the music you got going on in the background. And then this is that 32.
Oh, you got a dent in that one. Did you buy it as a partial or you ran through that whole thing?
Yeah, it's that 32, boy.
Yeah, that's not that much of a dent in there.
Oh, okay. I saw that wrong then.
Yeah. It's just the way that the bottle is.
Yeah.
And then you got that parfum. Not really much of a dent in that either.
I was like, damn, Spence is calling us from prison. He's tapping in from prison. And Kyler said you were at the space station. Joel said you were.
Okay. That means I know what it is. Hold on 1 second. You're probably listening to
my voice changing. It's probably like it is right now. Can you hear my voice change?
Damn, bro.
Yeah, that's all that is.
I need to get some pro tips, bro. I need to know how to do that. I'm sure it's a piece of hardware that you have plugged in, running through the system, and then like output or.
Yeah, I'm not on StreamYard, but I'm streaming mine to yours, pretty much.
Okay.
So yeah,
that's cool. Someone said Spence live from Mars. He's on that.
Shout out to Mars.
Yeah.
I wonder which one I had on. Did I have the baby on?
Sound like a little baby or something like that?
No, I don't know, man. It didn't sound like you had any effect on, it sounded just like that you were like all the top end was gone. Or maybe it was a phone effect. Like, you know how sometimes the phone effect will give it
Yeah,
that,
it could
that
be.
sound. Yeah.
Could be something like that.
Yeah.
How you
Brother.
been, man?
I'm good, man. I'm good, man. Just like I said, shaking off the rust. I was only planning on going for 1 hour, and in 10 seconds, I'll have officially gone for 2 hours. I can smell food in the background, so I am going to be wrapping this up probably in about 5 minutes. But Spence, you've been killing it, brother. Like, I kind of bowed out, recalibrated. I was never planning on leaving for good, but just kind of recalibrating. And in that time, you started doing live streams. I remember I was at work, and I tapped into your first live stream just to kind of show support. I remember you, maybe I think it was Instagram. You were like showing all your equipment. You were kind of on the come up, and I was like, "Damn, he's really doing it." Because most of the time it's like just hit record and go. But you had your shit totally set up before you hit.
My first live stream was Joey Cannoli. Shout outs.
Yeah,
I had Joey on. Yeah, I haven't live streamed in a minute. You know, there was fires out here in California. Got affected, but my house, you know, is fine. So
you and the family, everybody's good.
Yeah.
That's
I like the music you got going on in the background. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
6ix9ine,
man.
shout out Mafia.
Yeah, man. I'm not too high tech with it, but I do try to, when I do it, to present myself, you know what I mean, properly. So I like to have a nice background, the logo, the music.
I was there for your first live, and you did a great job. You were able to show the notes and all that, and show the screen, and you know, it wasn't an amateur first going. You know, we all learn from as time goes on, and technical issues and all that good stuff. So.
Yeah, with StreamYard though, you can do a test stream. So that's what I did. I just did a test stream behind the scenes before hitting, you know, actually go live. And then I had my family members downstairs looking. I was like, "Can y'all hear me all right? Are y'all seeing things all right?" And I was like, "All right, well, let me like bring y'all in so that if I need to bring in a guest, I can do it." So yeah. But yeah, I know you grow. Go ahead.
Definitely grow. Yeah, you definitely grow. You know. See my my setup. I got the nice big screen now.
And so everything else behind there that's just a graphic, right?
Yeah, the stuff that's out here. Yeah. And then that's my actual wall right there with my screen. I just got different backgrounds. If I'm like showing notes, that would be my my notes that I would show from my phone, you know.
And
just
you're not
cool
using
stuff.
StreamYard. You have a different setup altogether, right?
Yeah. I use a lot of backgrounds and things, you know, just starting to get used to the editing and all that. I did my first couple videos like 2 weeks ago or whatever. So just getting used to it.
Yeah, I have a little backgrounds that I can do. I'm not that fancy with it though. But
that's a nice background. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I do like take a little time. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna save this one. I'm gonna save that one. This one will be a vibe. Yeah, so I got little backgrounds I could pick. But yeah, brother. Let me try to show maybe one more fragrance, and then we're gonna wrap this up. Talk about a fragrance maybe we can all get down with. I think you'd have a hard time not liking this one. Very mass appealing. Anybody in the chat could buy this one whenever. And again, thank you to the 13 people still watching. I really do appreciate it. Easy money with this one. This is Prada Black. Pretty sure we've all worn this one. It's a good winter fragrance. Super easy to wear. My wife loves it. I get compliments on it. Decent performance. It's not a screamer. I like it because it's kind of low-key, subtle. Does its thing. Dang, here you go.
I got Joel up there. Shout out to Joel. Let me get that out there.
Yeah. And Spence,
you know, I don't have Prada Black. Actually, I know it's like a powdery type of fragrance that's been recommended to me a lot, but I actually don't even have it. I like Prada though.
You know what, man? I would say for about a year, because this was on. I mean, I think we all know, we're all tapped into the community. I think we know this one was on everybody's like date night list or top sexy fragrances list. And then
That's
I smelled it. I smelled it at Sephora, and I was like, "What the hell is this? What's the hype with this? It doesn't smell like that much, like." But yeah, I was just smelling it, off the atomizer or the scent strip, and I was like, "I'm gonna wear this thing out of the store." And I sprayed it, and then I was like, "Man, it's not a screamer." But then once the dry down happened, I can kind of smell the scent bubble. I was like, "Oh, okay, I see what this one's doing. I definitely see what this one's doing."
I did the same thing. I sprayed it on my
not a
hand and walked around with it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, it's not a screamer, man, but it does the thing. Is that
Perfect for a
supposed to be
date night.
panty dropper?
Perfect for a date night.
Yeah. My go-to date night fragrance, and back in the day was that YSL La Nuit de l'Homme, and I was rocking that one before Jeremy Fragrance even recommended it. I didn't even know what the fragrance community was.
Yeah, my house got broken into maybe like 6-7 years ago, and they jacked me for that was gone. Yeah, they stole some weird shit, man. It must have been a crackhead because they stole like some socks and my guitar and PlayStation and stuff like that, like some random shit. So
I had my car broken into at maybe 6-7 years ago as well, and I had my wallet in there. I had everything in my car, and the only thing they stole was all my vapes out of the car. They stole all the vapes and all the juice I had for the vapes.
Crazy.
I was like, it was definitely some high school kids.
Yeah, that's crazy. You don't put your mouth on something somebody had their mouth on. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's why you know it was a crackhead at that point. They don't care.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
crazy.
Yeah, man. Hey,
let me know, Mikey, whenever you're ready to go live with me. I'm off on Mondays and Wednesdays. We could do something. Just let me know.
Mondays and Wednesdays, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I got something lined up with Bishop that I've obligated myself. Not in a bad way. I don't mean obligation in a bad way, but yeah, he's going to be sending me some stuff from Argos, and we're going to do a first impressions. I'd asked him, do you want me to smell it first? Because I always feel bad when I smell something, and then I don't feel the same way that everyone else feels. And then I give my thoughts on it, and then my thoughts end up being wrong, because then you start wearing it, and you're like, oh, I see the appeal now. Like, these fragrances are meant to be worn and have an entire olfactory experience, not just the opening. But he said, no, he wants to do a first impressions. He'll be smelling them for the first time himself. So that's what I got probably lined up in the next
That's a great guest to have. I had Bishop on.
Yeah, so I got Jared lined up. I have a video for Valentine's Day where I'm showing my wife's perfumes, not my colognes, lined up. I'll be doing a date night fragrance. I mean, we're moving into February, so that kind of makes sense. So that's what I got lined up, just content, and that's pretty much what I got planned. I'm not in a rush, man. Definitely, Spence. Let's figure something out here in the next month. So I would say February will work for me. We'll figure something out for sure, brother.
Yeah, that'll work. I don't really smell the violet leaf, by the way. You were asking about, like, is it like Fahrenheit? No, it's more of like a nice, clean, fresh version. Could be unisex for sure.
Yeah, white florals like blossom in vanilla, right? That's what I saw on the note breakdown.
Yeah, it's nice though.
Powdery, not overly
little
woody.
powdery. Yeah, orange blossom, vetiver, and vanilla.
This is a good question. Hold on. What is all your next 2 fragrances to pull the trigger on? That's a good question. I have an idea of what I want my next one to be, but I need to smell it before I buy it, because I told myself I'm not going to do as much blind buying. So I'm going to go to Juan, aka Fatboy Fragrance LLC, to buy a couple decants. But I know Paradise Garden from Jean Paul Gaultier. I'm hearing good things about that one. I want to try that one out. What about y'all?
You can go, Montrese.
So, listen, and I said this, I'm just waiting on a Paradise Garden EDP. I know there's I heard there was a Elixir Absolute coming out or something like that. But I don't know, bro. I want the EDP version. That's what I want.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna get Bodacious from Boadicea, boozy cherry fragrance, and
I heard about that.
1819 from Rosia.
Bodacious.
I ain't really got nothing on my radar, bro.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing really on my radar.
Cherry, almond, cognac, clove, heliotrope, florals, tobacco, tonka. Oh, that's gonna be a rich fragrance for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Trying to get it while it's still cool. You know, it takes a while for the coolness to come out here to California, but it's starting to get a little cool. Today was 60, 64, 62 around there. So that's a cool day for us out here. Something we don't get that often.
Man, that's so crazy. I was in California like 2 weeks. I was in California like 2 weeks before those fires happened. Literally, we had just left Burbank. Went to Universal. We were around Hollywood, and then next thing you know, like we left, and then like 2 weeks later, the fires happened. So that's so wild, man. It's almost you can believe it because LA has like a lot of fires, or California has a lot of fires, but you don't believe it because the amount of devastation in and of itself is kind of hard to comprehend.
Yeah, I didn't think I was gonna make it home. I was live on Joey's live stream on the freeway, just talking, chatting, and stuff like that. And then I saw the fire, smelled the smoke. Crazy windy day, 100+ mile per hour winds. But I'm glad I made it.
Yeah, man. I'm glad. Like,
those are some really good choices, by the way, Kyler. Plum and cognac is one I'm definitely interested in. I have Rosia Amber Oud. I have like the 10 mils, like $170 for a 10 mil, something crazy. But I'm gonna get the bottle. I'm gonna get the crystal version of that, and you can't go wrong with the Solar Blue.
Yeah, I don't mind spending decent money on a fragrance, but I just have to smell it first. You know, I need to know that it smells good, that I like the way it wears on me. There's a lot of fragrances I think smell good, but then when I wear it, it just doesn't fit my personality per se, and so I just don't pull it off. I'm not able to pull some fragrances off, and then I pull some fragrances off better. So I just stick with the stuff that works for me.
Yeah, it could just be the day too. You might not be able to pull it off on February, but you'll pull it off in April sometime.
Yeah, that's true. That's true as well. Well, brothers, it's been a pleasure, man. I'm starting to get a little hungry. It is officially 6 out here in Texas. My wife cooks, so I'm gonna go downstairs and get some food in my stomach. Spence, you got my word, man. We're gonna make something happen this year for sure. And Montrese, man, I always appreciate the love, man. You've always been, you know what I mean? You've always been real with me and authentic with me, so I appreciate that. I really do.
I appreciate you too, bro. I appreciate Spence too, man. Spence a real one too. You know what I'm saying? So
staple in the community, man. Staple in the community.
Yeah. Hey, yo, Spence, I got something for you, bro. I'm working on this Willy Wonka thing. I'm gonna do some more work on it, but I'm gonna show you it on probably Joey's stream or something.
Shout outs. I'll be there tonight.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna check it out.
All right, guys, you have a good one.
All right, y'all have a good one. All right, Montrese, it's been a pleasure, brother.
Yep.
All right, close this out real quick. All right, fellas, so that's pretty much it. And yeah, big shout out to the Cannoli Mafia, to all 12 people. I'm just going to run real quick some of the fragrances that we mentioned. I would encourage everybody who has not watched the top tier cold weather fragrance video that I made to go over there. There is a free giveaway 5 milliliter decant. Technically, it's going to be 10 milliliters for free because I'm giving the winner Triumph of Bacchus no matter what. So they'll be getting a free 5 milliliter of Triumph of Bacchus. And then I'm also, on top of that, giving another free 5 milliliter decant of any fragrance that I talked about in that video. So that's going to include Killian's Angel Share. What's good, Randy? What's good, man? Okay, so that's going to be Angel Share. Another one I talked about. And yes, I will give up, if y'all choose that one, Dior Homme Parfum. The Zaharoff. All of these are going to be cold weather fragrances, top tier cold weather fragrances that will level up your collection. This is not like the latest and greatest of 2025. These are just fragrances that you should check out if you want to level up your collection. And it is a bit strong. It is a bit strong. All right. Another one. And again, if y'all haven't checked out that video, check it out. Again, I'll be doing that giveaway here in about a week or so. By the fireplace, you can have a free 5 milliliter decant plus another one of Triumph of Bacchus. So 10 milliliters for anybody that hasn't checked out that video. Any one of these, y'all. And I featured Profumo as well, but I'm not giving any more. I'm not giving any free juice away since my dent's like right here. So I'm just not letting that one go. But again, thank y'all so much. I do promise y'all have my word. More content in 2025. It might not always be with the fancy setup. It might not always be with the beautiful background outside. The goal is to make more content. If that means I have to live stream while driving. If that means that, you know, you just might not get the best audio. I just might be in some random place, maybe more individual reviews, but the goal is more content. I did really good up until last quarter of 2024. So that's going to be the goal. I really do appreciate everybody tapping in, 13 people all the way to the end. And yeah, Boz, always a pleasure. I know it's really late. Just getting ready for my own live in a bit and some sports betting and a game tonight. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, man, I'll tap in over at your live stream. And I'm about to shut this down anyway. So anybody, as soon as y'all leave here, go tap in with Randy. But that's pretty much it. 2 hours, 16 minutes. Shake the rust off. I have another video coming in about a week, and then I'll live stream a longer form content based off of that video in about a week and a half, 2 weeks. But other than that, y'all have a great night. All right, I'm going to get on out of here. Got a song on the way out, so.
Go back to where we can we go back to where we started out. Can we go back to where we can we go back to where we started out. Can we go back to where we can we go back to where we started out. Back to where we can we go back to where we started out. Can we go back to where we can we go back to where we started out. Back to where we can we go back to where we started out. Started out.